Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we'll start in the upper left. It's Toadman. We're gonna use weakness weapons this time. Toadman is weak to the ow. Wear ring boomerang in this game. And that's one of the reasons... Well, Toad is normally weak to... No, Dust is normally weak to ring. See, that's why I get weakness orders confused sometimes. Especially once I start playing the Game Boy games. Because how it worked when I was a kid, you know, I basically lived on a boat all summer. So most of my gaming was done through the Game Boy. And as such, I would play the Mega Man games on my handheld all summer long, and then I'd go back and play the NES and Super NES in the fall when we put the boat away for the winter. And so the weakness order has always been, ow, a little bit odd for me, because I always forget, you jumped. So I always forget who's weak to what, just because, since these games are split up into 4 Robot Masters from one game, 4 from another, weakness orders get a little bit mumbled up. They usually only have to change 1, maybe 2 from each game, but that's why I end up getting things confused. But most of the weaknesses are still the same. And for you OCD people, I'll do one round where I go all the way around in teleporter location order. Oh, I thought I was going to dodge all that. Yeah, like Crystal being weak to charge kick here. That's not normal. He's weak to gyro attack, but we don't have Gyro Man in this game. Likewise, we also don't have Wave Man for charge kick to be weak against. Do I have to? Okay, let's see how this goes. This is going awfully. Oh, that was close. And it's Stone Man. He's weak to being blown up. So that's oh, you do still hop. Stop the hopping. Stop the hopping. That is throwing me off. Yes, go back to just doing that. No hopping. No hopping. No hopping. I feel like he's hopping mad. I may or may not have enough napalm bomb. Yes, let me put this napalm cream on you, Stone Man. Your hopping is really obnoxious in this game. Okay, well, let's try a different bomb. This is okay, right? I mean, it's still a bomb. Stop dodging everything. Thank you. Huh. Okay, so Stone Man... Oh, we haven't fought Napalm Man. We haven't used Crystal Eye, like, at all. That makes me sad. I like the bouncing shots on him. Oh good, we get to fill stuff up. Well, I know I want that full. And I'll just let the energy balancer sort out the rest. How's that look? Doesn't look too bad. This is another neat little scene. Very different perspective. I like this, I like that look for Mega Man. And we fight a giant robotic Wily. That's the final boss. Oh, hey, the final boss just punched me in the face. That's... ow, that's my trick. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Yeah, that just wasn't going to work for me. If you just hang out in the middle, you're okay. I'm not okay, I just got punched in the face. Alright, let's do this again. But with less of that. Oh, okay, there's gotta be a weapon here. Pharaoh. You're not weak to Pharaoh. Of course you're not, that would be too easy. Are you weak to Blade? No. I don't think you're weak to anything, are you? I just have to use the Mega Buster on you. You know what? We'll use energy tanks. Oh, that was cheap. That was also cheap. Really cheesy time to... Ow. There's a lot going on in this battle. Ah, getting hit on the way up means you're not hitting him. Yeah. I don't like that. This guy really is not as hard as I'm making him look. Or maybe he is. Gosh, this is bad. Can you be weak to beat? Nope. Ah, Mega Man is so slow and clunky compared to how fast those fists come out. Oh, his shot absorbed mine. That's not even right. Oh, of course. Oh, energy tank. I remember this Wily being a big pain in my butt. And as you can imagine, we're not done yet. Although I think this phase is easier. Except when he does that. I want to say there's a way you can stop him from doing that. Yeah, you just have to fire a bunch. Should be okay for one more hit. There we go. Yeah, second phase, not nearly as difficult as the first, but I would say that this Wily is the most difficult in the Mega Man Game Boy series. And we still have one more phase. Of course we do. And this one is the disappearing capsule, where we must use the blade. Ooh. We must use the blade cracker. And the battle will kind of play out very pattern-based. I believe the only thing that you can hit him with is the blade cracker. So there's that. So let him drop his 2 bombs, blow up the place, and then launch some bombs up into the air. And is that a jetpack Wily's wearing? Wait a minute, if we're in space, shouldn't you be, like, dead now since you're not wearing a spacesuit? What were you grabbing onto? That doesn't make sense. Well, now the fortress is exploding. We were obviously on some sort of, like, outer deck, and now we're back inside trying to escape. But if we have rush for space travel, why didn't Mega Man just fly off the deck? Why does he have to go through here? Okay, logic aside, this is a really cool scene. Blade! Why are you here? Stop, Blade! You're badly injured. I know, Mega Man. After our battle, I realized that I was wrong. This is all I can do for you now. Goodbye. Blade! Don't know how he realized he was wrong, or where that sort of shift came into play. Yeah, there's not really any good plot development in his character that would lead to that sort of change. But other than that, pretty cool to see Blade, who was designed to kill Mega Man, turn around and save him. And that brings me to, well, the final review of the game. I do like how this game changes things up from the Mega Man 4 and 5 stages and bosses where they got all of these guys from. And it's not bad. I've already mentioned what I don't like about the pattern in these games, with the one super long stage being the final stage. And you can tell that they tried to break it up with boss battles and gates, but really it needed to be separate stages. But I do appreciate how the Game Boy series tried to distinguish itself from the NES series, having, 4 Robot Masters from Mega Man 4, and then having 4 of them from Mega Man 5. That was pretty unique, completely changing up the stages, even adding some different stage mechanics, like the platforms that rotated back and forth in Stone Man's stage, being able to jump on those big whirling wheels of death in Napalm Man stage, and having to ride them in a number of areas. There were some very unique sort of things like that, and also being able to climb on top of those shielded guys. That was a very neat touch. Neat and very unexpected. And I do appreciate how Mega Man is demonstrating all of the Robot Master's weaknesses here. Other than that, we had the pushback from the fully charged Mega Buster, which is an interesting little touch, since I think it's based more on the Mega Man 5's Mega Buster rather than Mega Man 4. And as you recall, Mega Man 5, in the NES games, that is, had this super huge Mega Buster shot that was very, very strong, and I think they tried to emulate that here, but add a touch of realism by making it be so strong that it pushes you back. So it's a nice touch. Sometimes a little bit annoying to try and work around, but otherwise not too bad. I felt some of the stages had some jumps that were a bit on the tricky side. Stone Man and Crystal Man as prime examples of that. The later 4 stages were definitely more difficult than the first 4 stages, and I guess in that regard I like that we got to split up the 8 Robot Masters, and we go to 4 first and then the other 4 later. So it's like the later stages are all going to be more difficult. And so, well, that will be all for Mega Man 4. We're going to put this game to bed, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Late Night Mega. Good night, everyone.